All right, we're live. Salam
Are
alaikum. Good
we?
morning to you, Mr. Munir, and
Alaikum salam,
good
man.
morning to our viewers.
Good morning, everyone. Are you sharing the screen?
I am, man. Are you not seeing the screen?
Well, I'm seeing the screen, but you're in the first frame, and the screen is in the second frame. But usually it's the other way around. Let me check if on the recording it's actually everything is as it
We're
should
good,
be.
man. We're good. It's just you over there with your shenanigans. But we're back
Yeah,
with another daily updates. We try to be transparent with our drivers. We try to keep our drivers in the loop on what's going on. So daily we do this recording where we recap the day before us. We talk about how many loads we booked, how things went. We talk about any operational things that occurred. And, we kind of reflect on some famous quotes, see if we can derive some beautiful lessons from them.
inspiration.
Inspiration. We're going to have to keep this one semi-brief, but let's go ahead and rock and roll. Yesterday, we had a
Bad day
hundred.
again.
What's up?
It's a bad day again, man.
Yeah,
It's a bad day for 10 of our drivers, I guess.
yeah. 1,631 available shipments, 45 available drivers, 32 of them were booked on 39 shipments. It took us 578 bids, and we had nearly 70% follow-up. Again, follow-up is after we submit a bid, we send an email asking the broker if our bid is okay or if we need to adjust to win it. So just that extra effort we're putting in. 7.44 bid win ratio and 530 average driver pay. So again, sort of, less than ideal numbers, I would say.
Indeed. Yeah, just one thing about this as well. This whole week we needed to place more bids to get more loads.
Yeah.
That itself means that the competition out there has been pretty high. And if you ever have any segment that is not going your way, if you have five other drivers that are whatever 20, 30 miles closer to the pickup than you, it gets difficult. Whatever the segment is, it gets more competitive and in when we place a bid. So
I
that's
just had
one of
an
the
idea,
reasons.
man. You know what we could do? We could make this auto price adjusting thing where the system would automatically adjust rates and apply discounts or premiums based on what happened in the like the previous 1,000 bids, right? So if in the previous 1,000 bids we won a low percentage of them, the system would automatically adjust the rates to be lower because obviously it's telling us that we're not getting those rates we're hoping for. And same on the flip, if on the previous 1,000 bids we booked more than the average amount of shipments, then it would automatically raise the prices slightly. Both of these shifts would be pretty, what's the word? Gradual. It wouldn't be like a sudden, you know. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's possible. Of course, you would need to pull the right data, have some testing period as well. I think we could take into account just select us wise. We could take into account competition as well. We could kind of figure out the number of trucks around posted load. So around the pickup truck, around the pickup. I mean that's possible on Selectus. I don't know on some other platforms. And on that, using that, we could either lower or decrease or increase the bid.
Yeah,
That's a possibility as well, I think.
All right, man. So it looks like expired still remains a thing that we have to, our drivers have to kind of change that approach. This is more than a third of shipments are offered. However, drivers are neither bidding on or declining, so they're just sitting there. Some of these people are seeing and just choosing not to react to, and others, they're not even seeing. Um, you want to go over these key ones?
Yeah, so let me just confirm one thing. I mean, I put it there again, but when you see bids on a driver in our reports lately, that means every bid that was placed to any driver and that driver was available either on self dispatch, available on a green states, or even NA or not available but close to the pickup. So we have a problem there that we need to fix. It will show driver has 40 bids when in reality they had less. They had maybe 10 out of those 40, and others went to other drivers, and because they were closer, they were eligible for it, and so on. So we'll need to fix that because in reality, everyone knows that if we place 77 bids on someone, reality of that person not getting a load is close to zero, whatever the location is. So kind of the numbers are distorted there, and I'll make sure that until we fix it, we don't show it because it's affecting how we
Mm-hmm.
perceive the code red. So the good thing about code red is we have only 4 drivers that were not that were eligible for the code red that were available for the whole day yesterday and were not booked. So we don't have longer prime idle times than this. The bad part is, of course, that they're not booked. All 4 of them are in kind of bad regions, and we're aware of that, and we're trying to get them booked, especially the one in Alabama. It's as you can see, only 3 bids yesterday on that driver. We'll do our best to exploit the fact that he's probably gonna get stranded for a longer period of time if we don't deal with it today. Others as well. Fountain in South Carolina is a difficult place to be in. Once again, probably pulling loads that are from North Carolina for someone else. Not probably 100%. I confirmed it. And 085, and it's in New Jersey. New Jersey is usually not that bad, but in the same time, due to high competition, I guess we ended up where we are. So bunch of excuses from me. What I can say um, today, of course, whenever we have code red here on the recording, we have a code red with the dispatch team as well. We'll make sure these guys are booked today.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yesterday, one of our drivers got into a horrible accident. What happened exactly is unknown yet, but the driver is hospitalized. We received a call from the local authorities saying he was rushed to the ICU and the van is crushed. The driver is still in recovery and we are waiting for full details on what happened to cause the crash. Please stay safe. Um, Alhamdulillah, he's okay. Spoken with the family, and it was obviously a serious accident, but he's making a recovery. Um, all I can say, man, is yeah, stay safe. You know, um, we've said this a million times. On-time performance is important, but safety and your well-being are more important. And there's nothing in the world that is worth. There's no load worth risking your life for. We
Yeah,
should be responsible as professionals. We should plan our route. We should communicate on time. We should try our best to be on time. But if we ever have to choose between safety and arriving on time, 10 out of 10, 100% of the time, we should choose safety.
100%. What I always say to drivers when we speak about on-time performance and um, to the dispatch, um, being on time for a pickup or delivery is literally not life and death. What
Mm-hmm.
is life and death is the life of our driver, and
Yeah.
that's number one priority, and everyone understands that. And it's not just a how do I say, just a what HR thing to say. It's a reality. It's a
Mm-hmm.
reality. Human life is important and more valuable than anything in this world. Anything.
100%. All right. We got driver spotlight, Mr. Ubaldo. We were mentioning him yesterday, actually.
Mr.
Pop.
OB Perez.
Yes, sir. Um, Driver's so diligent that he literally takes lunch breaks and updates availability and milestone accordingly. Overall, very positive and amazing to work with.
Here's the
It's the
thing. Here-
biggest blessing in the world, man, when you have a driver that's, easy to work with, that's responsible, that you don't have to worry about and second guess. Yesterday we were reflecting on someone who was placing a bid and then, a few minutes later going out of service. This is something that our friend Ubaldo would not do. Go ahead.
Indeed. Um, Two things. First, Ubaldo OBE Perez. First of all, I don't know if you know, but um, there is a like a class in British Empire, or the not a class, but the title in British Empire called, or in United Kingdom right now, called OBE, Order of British Empire. That's the uh, so he's Order of BH Express. So he's like a title. He has a title. Next title is he's like a sir, lordship, sir. Next thing that we're gonna do for him is sir. And yeah, if we ever need a Santa Claus, it's perfect guy for it, I guess. So we'll Ubaldo. He's probably watching this. He's watching everyone. So I wanted to make some fun, but amazing guy overall.
Love it. Love it. All right, man. Look at Mr. Bronze, man. We call him at Mr. Bronze yesterday, and he comes in today, sweeping that first place with 15 shipments. And not only that, but he says, unlike you, Hadis, I don't need 306 bids. I just need 176. Mr. Efficient, Mr. Gold today.
Yeah,
Um, Bid win ratio 9%. 547 on the average pay. Good job the entire team, but yeah, it's good to see Omer, Mr. Bronze in these normally stepping up today and taking that Mr. Gold place.
indeed, man. Great job overall.
How about them apples? We got an Iowa to Manitoba. We got 1163 on the miles for 1420, $1.22 a mile. Love it. It's a hell of a shipment. We're probably
Great,
gonna have to relocate back to Fargo, but it is what it is, man. When you make good money, you can, afford to buy a tank of gas and move to a better area.
agreed, man. Great load.
What do we got here, Munir?
This is my favorite type of shipment, man. Holy Springs, Mississippi, going to Saint Therese, Quebec. Saint Therese is practically Montreal. So dollar a mile from the worst area to a decent area. It's a great shipment overall, and it's a longer load as well. Uh, Probably you need day and a half to finish it. Driver's gonna be available today or tomorrow morning. We have enough time to get him out of there to get another shipment this week. So overall, I love these. These if I was a driver, my favorite would be like down south to Canada, Canada to south. If I could choose, of course, because those are beautiful. And I guess you're still, I mean, Canada, Ontario, or Quebec, you're still driving through civilization and everything. You're not going through Alberta or somewhere where you're gonna hit a moose or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
overall, great load.
Love it. Next up, we got a Illinois to Lafayette, New York. 850 miles for 850 bucks. Hey man, look at it. Look at it this way. You're not entering that toll heavy part of New York. You're still staying in a pretty calm and not crowded area. You're making $1 a mile on today's market. It's a win.
It is
Safety comes first. Bad weather, notify dispatch, drive slowly or stop if needed and update your ETA. Sleepiness, fatigue, notify dispatch, stop if needed and update your ETA. Roadwork and traffic, notify dispatch and update your ETA. Dispatch will most likely ask for pictures so we can forward them to the customer and update the ETA. Nothing is more important than your safety. Obviously, don't text and drive. Don't take pictures and drive. If we send you a message, give us a phone call, hands free, and we're gonna also, give you a call if we need anything from you. So, yeah, just safety, number one priority, but do your best to update these things as well.
Hmm.
Yesterday we had 78 stops with 95% on time. It's a tad bit under our target. Four late arrivals without a valid reason, and no late arrivals that did have a valid reason. So maybe people forgot to communicate things on time, and therefore late arrivals that would have been classified as valid or justified were classified as invalid or unjustified because of that failure to communicate. So just a reminder, if you are running late for any reason, communicate it back to us. What do
Look
we
at this
got?
guy.
Mr. Stevie Jobs. He says, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Intuition is a powerful thing, man. Like, I wonder how science explains intuition. This is my
Doesn't.
gripe with science. Science has found
Sixth
a way
sense.
to take the magic out of everything, right? They've taken the miracle out of everything. Like, God's given us the ability to dream, and it's like the craziest, most miraculous thing that happens. And science has come and said, no, 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 there's nothing fancy and miraculous about dreams. It's just your brain sending brain waves and this and that. Deja vu, you know what deja vu is?
Yeah, I do. I actually experienced it a couple of times in my life, and very vivid deja vus
Yeah,
where I was
I
so
mean,
sure,
we all
man.
have. And again, science
Yeah,
comes and says, no, 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 there's nothing, no, deja vu is not a thing. It's just your brain
it's a
makes
glitch.
these. It's a glitch, yeah. Same with intuition, man. I think we all have examples where our intuition was telling us to do one thing or another, and we went against it, and then we often, more often than not, regretted it. Um but yeah, I mean, follow your heart, follow what you want to do, follow what your intuition is telling you. Um, be open-minded to the signals around you. Make sure that you're not, going against. Anytime, this is kind of the path that I've noticed lately, man, in my life is anytime that I'm trying to achieve something, and it's an uphill battle, but not like an uphill battle just requiring a lot of work, but just like these weird roadblocks keep popping up. These like unexpected roadblocks keep popping up. These things keep happening. That's like I take that as a sign that that's probably not the best thing for me. Have you experienced that?
No, man. Whenever I do something, it's just an open thing, and it just happens. And of course, I have, man. Everyone has. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I
It's
have.
like
I
the
have.
abnormal, and like I almost take it as like God saying, "No, no, don't go down this path. There's a better path, and go down that path instead."
Yeah,
There's the expected, like difficulties and challenges in resolving something, and obviously everything comes with that. But then there's also like sometimes, man, like you want to go somewhere and like you can't find your key, and while looking for your key you hit your knee against the table, and you while looking for you grab the keys but you drop them and they fall behind the couch, and you're moving the couch to get there, and a mouse bites you as you're reaching down to grab the keys. It's just like weird, one after another. At some point you got to go, look, man, maybe I shouldn't go there. Maybe that's why this is all happening.
yeah, yeah. Some people have stronger intuition than others, I think, and I believe that's the case. And some people are open more to that. Also, there is. I believe that there sometimes people are inspired. Um, not given but inspired by divine, meaning that of course they need to have some kind of connection with spirituality. They cannot just be, inspired by laying on the couch. But I believe that people are sometimes inspired to do good by divine, to invent something by divine as well. And I think that as well is part of the intuition, and that science definitely cannot explain that at all. Um, I mean, I don't know if you ever had like a dream come true. Have you ever had a dream come true, like word to word? I had that once in my life when I
Uh-uh.
dreamt of something, and next day I had the exact same situation happen to me. How do I explain that? How? It's impossible.
That's only
Probably.
reserved for the people that are, closer to the Almighty.
I don't
Us,
know, man. It's happened only once. I want it to happen more often, but it's something
us
nicer.
bottom feeders don't have that, man.
Yeah,
No, man, I've heard people. I have not. I don't think I have, anyways. Um,
just work hard. Maybe one day, man. You will just work
one
hard.
day. Throwback to 5/22/17 when Fehim joined BHX. 2,572 days with BHX. Hell yeah. Thank you, Fehim, for your hard work, dedication.
One of my
Uh,
favorite drivers, right there.
one of the most responsible, diligent drivers we have.
Indeed, 100%, 100%.
All right, man. We'll wrap up here. Guys, stay safe out there. Thank you for your hard work, and call us if you need us.